All right, let's go over how to get an equation of a circle. This is in the general form. In order to get it into standard form, so we can get the radius and the center of the circle, we want to do the completing the square method. That method is going to require us to rearrange the x's together and leave a space, and rearrange the y's together, leave a space. Move this number over to the other side. So if it's a minus, add it. If it's a plus, subtract it. So we set it equal to -24. To complete the square, you take the number that is with the x term and the y term and divide it by 2. That's 3. 3 squared is 9. Put it there. We also add it to the right, so put it there. Do the same thing with the -16. Remember, a negative squared is always a positive. So -16 divided by 2 is -8. -8 squared is positive 64. Add it to the right side. Your simplified expression will be in the parentheses x, take this sign. The number that you put here is half of 6 or the square root of 9, which is 3 in either case. In this parentheses, it's going to be y. Take this sign. Half of 16 is 8. The square root of 64 is 8. Make sure the squared's there. These three numbers add to give you a number over on the right side. -24 plus 9 plus 64. That should be 49. You might want to double check that with me. That's your standard form of the equation. Now let's remember how to get the center and the radius. The center is just the opposite of these numbers. So it's going to be -3 and +8. Opposites. The radius is the square root of the number on the right side. The radius is the square root of 49, which is 7. So that's how to get it by hand. You can pause it so you can try to figure it out. I'm going to put it in a graph so I can show you also how to get it from Desmos. You're going to take your original equation. You're going to type it into Desmos. X squared plus y squared plus 6x minus 16y plus 24 equals 0. Let's analyze the graph. Now, it's not going to give you the center of the radius, but you can figure it out based off of where the circle is. So remember, the center is in the middle of that circle. If you look up here, that point is the middle of the top of the circle. That's the middle of the bottom. You can probably get the other ones too. It's not letting you click on all of them, but that's okay. But that -3 is the x-coordinate of the center. Now, you can get the y-coordinate by just counting up, or you can just add the 15 and 1 together, and it's going to give you 16, and take half of that, and that's going to give you 8. And verify that that's the center. Okay, that coordinate here, heck, go into the next line and just do parentheses -3, 8, if you want a visual, if you want it to plot, okay? And so that looks like it's the center. That is what we got by hand. Now, for the radius, you just got to count out. So from that point, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that length from the center to the edge of the circle, no matter if I go left, right, up or down, should give me 7. So that radius is also 7. So you can get it from a graph, or you can do it by hand using completing the square.